I've been a B-schooler. I passed out in 2013, so you can relate with a lot of stuff which I have on this PPT. So this is me. This is the parents' approved path. Abhishek Asthana, marketing manager, did engineering, then went and coded mobile phones at Samsung. Then felt like needed to sell lies, so became a marketing manager. And this is the path which I followed, which my parents still have no clue about. My mother called me last night and asked me, on your Facebook I see this TEDx, what is this? Do you get paid for this? I said, no, why have they called you? I said, it's some kind of a B-school interaction. So that's how it is. So a lot of you people, like, he asked, how many of you are on Twitter? Few hands came up. I know, because having these many followers, I always keep reminding myself that tweeting about changing the nation is like a construction worker working from home. So, and see, so I will go back to my school days. This is a term called academic friend zone. What it is, see, in every class at school, there's a badass and there's a topper, right? So the badass would be the guy who would not be good at studies, but he would be good at a lot of other things. And these guys go the MBA route actually. So, what it is actually, I'll tell you, what happens is, see, I was one of those guys who were like 4th, 5th. So when someone asks me, how are you doing at studies? I'm the top 4. That means you are the 4th guy. Somewhere here. So it's like saying, are the top 7 B schools, are B schools in the top 7, or are B schools in the top 13 IIMs. So, and one more thing, female binary decision making. Now what happens is, these guys who are at the X position, we think that at that point of time, that fine females who either would go for the badass guy or for the toppers. And these guys are guys who are friend zone. That's what I call a academic friend zone. Okay, so this is what happened at school. So all of you, by what you are being here, who have passed 10th grade, I'm assuming, right? So 10th grade is like a cliff. And what happens is, all of you are running towards that cliff with a backpack. And that backpack might have a jetpack, that could have a parachute, or maybe just dirty clothes. But you don't know. You scored well in 10th standard, and you think that you have the ammunition at your back to reach your dreams. That's outside that cliff. So, okay. So what happens is, in 10th standard, we have this notion that we're going to achieve our dreams. We're going to be like, we're going to take up architecture, you're going to take up engineering or medical or maybe media. But my parents, when I told them that fine, after 10th standard, I need to be like focusing on some one particular domain. So they're like, yeah, there are a lot of domains, but you have 2 choices. One is science or science. So, right, so I have to choose between these 2. So, see, okay, again, coming about dreams. All of you would have seen 3 Idiots, right? And all of you think that you are the 3rd idiot. That you can follow your dreams, and I mean, so what it's like is, this is the question, what exactly it is, that reality equal to dreams minus x plus y plus z. And what are these variables? These are like, x is your EMIs. Cumulative EMIs, by the way, your car loan, your home loan, right? So you are like, I'm going to be a painter. I'm going to paint stuff, I'm going to paint modern art, right? But your paintings are not selling for 2 months. So when you're following your dreams, you should either be really good at it, or you should follow the conventional route which my parents suggested me, right? So X would be EMIs, Y would Shavi.com. Nobody marries an entrepreneur. Right? Z would be Parosh Sharma. success is relative. Once someone told me that success or happiness is an incompetent neighbor. Right? So in my own lane, calling a student, there was a guy who's had already a rank of 67 in IDJE, but his parents were not that happy because in the same lane there was a guy with already rank 7. So success is relative. So what I feel is you have to have a balance. So a desert, no matter how delicious it is, can't be the main course. So okay, then stages of life. So you pass your 10th standard, you go to the 12th standard taking up science, you see, okay, I'm going to crack IIT, or maybe okay, I'm not that good enough, I will go for AIEEE. Most of the people get confused with the AIEEE rank and their phone numbers. Then you compromise and you go to college, and there are enough IT giants out there who pick you up in a truck. And so what I say is that these guys are the Kabir of software engineering. Why? Kabir wrote dohas, right? Couplets. So these guys, these engineers, get to write 3 lines of code in a month. These guys are the Kabirs of software engineering. Then they feel like, yeah, let's go for an MBA. Change my streams, I'm going to do marketing, consulting, investment banking, right? So why MBA? So before this, I would like to tell you, what happens is, when you are going for an MBA, you are perfectly sure of it, that fine, these are the items, these are the shortcomings I have, so I need to fulfill it. That's why I want to go for an MBA. You tell your employer, you tell your parents that this is why I want an MBA. But the thing is, when you come to a B school and you sit for a summer internship placements, and the guy at the table asks you, why MBA? You're clueless. So then I would tell you what happened with the Gabbar Singh accident. Usually recount it like that. I wrote CAT, didn't score well, I was in a depression kind of mood. There was this, I was on Facebook, so I thought, Facebook nahi karna bahut ho gaya. People are asking you what happened. I used to score well, by the way, in time, mock at the only metric you have, 99 plus all the time, but then it didn't happen that day. So the Gabbar Singh accident happened on 26 January 2010. I was sitting out with my PC. I thought of writing a blog post on Sholay characters like Basanti, Gabbar Singh, and Kalia. The primary insight was that following someone would be like, let us see the movie where Basanti is running and these Dakus are chasing her, basically following her. I said, let's do something on this, let's have a tweet and let's make a blog post out of it. So what I did was, I thought let's Photoshop and put those tweets in a blog post. With too much effort, let's create accounts. So I created a Gabbar Singh account, I created a Kalia account, created a Basanti account. I created from this account and went back to my blog post after taking screenshots. In half an hour, I got like 20 retweets to this tweet. I said, dude, what is happening? First day, 400 followers. Because during this time, when Twitter was there, Twitter was a medium for serious commentary, political commentary, and journalists used to be there, they were early adopters. And there were no comics like me or a lot of other people who are joining right now. So, 400 followers, first month, 2,000 followers. Then Hindustan Times approached me and said, who are you? You're doing something, let's put you on a story. So why not? Print. Mother would approve this, right? So then it happened like Times of India, Indian Express, Imam Times, Femina as well. I don't know for what reason. So it caught on. So I would say, so a lot of you would be thinking, why is this guy being quoted here? Twitter is just still in nascent in India. I mean, out of 10 people you know, only one would be on Twitter, or 0.1. But so what I did was I used to comment on current affairs. So during Rail Budget, like 2013, I guess, yeah. So they came out. I put up these. Ma'am, if you can read Hindi, you can follow that. So. If you don't follow, you can ask me, but I would not like to explain this. Then what happened was, the very next day, Times of India picks it up. And gives the title Gabbar Gyan and has all the. They obviously didn't put the controversial ones. But that's pretty much I do. So, before going into B school, as I told you earlier, the general question would be, why MBA? The number of reasons you have before MBA runs into like tens. While facing an interview in summer recruitment, it goes down to the rest part. So, then what happened was, summer recruitment started. I had WorkX, so the guys with WorkX would know how difficult it is to get shortlisted when you have enough WorkX behind your back. So, summer internships is a program where you walk into a B school all excited to find this is my dream I'm chasing right now. You have a good gender ratio, which I don't see here. So what happens is couplings happen, people start mingling up. But what a summer internship program does, it gives enough adversity, it gives enough emotion for couplings to happen. So I don't know how effective this would be to you guys, but it used to happen during my case. So what happened was, going back to the same summer internship, I was in Bombay, I was interning with Middle-berth at that time, sales and marketing. So we used to stay at Niti. Niti was the, cheapest place to stay, where you had a hole for a toilet, right? So we stayed there, we used to come to Powai often. So while one of those days, I was in this auto, suddenly some people started asking me, I've seen your pic somewhere, and started congratulating me as well. This is what happened. Outlook put me in the top page in 2012. So this was, you know what happened was, there was a macroeconomics paper the next day, and this guy, the photographer, all creative, let's take you to the hill, and we'll put some bullet belts here, and we'll take you like a pura Gabbar Singh. I obviously didn't look the part of Gabbar Singh. I was the unlikeliest Gabbar you would ever see. So I once had a chat with Kapil Sibal on this. Kapil Sibal joined Twitter. He was like, so Twitter's everything they said would be passion implant, this, that. And then, if you remember, we had 66A that time. It's still there, but people were arrested because of Facebook posts. So there was some random stuff I did that time. So what happened was, this picked on. I got followers. I got like 1 lakh plus followers then a lot of brands started approaching me. I was in preschool that time. I thought it might be a good idea to connect with brand managers. I want to do marketing. Obviously, I go to sales first. Right? So let's connect with brand managers. So these guys told me that Twitter is new. People don't know much about Twitter. Can you help us? Devise a strategy. I said, why not? So they started inviting me to conferences. Country managers and me sitting there looking for a replacement. I remember this one, country manager of Google, Pepsi, Red Bull, and this guy who would know, editor. So I was there, sitting there. This was my group and this was my Ogilvy. So Facebook heads going up and giving me her card. Said, don't give me a card, give me a job. So then I started working with these brands. Over the years I worked with these. So pretty much okay. So it's a parallel source of income as well. So, and then what happened was, this happened as well. So I was in a train And this guy texted me on Facebook. So everything happens when I'm in train. I got this invitation when I was in train. So this guy texted me and said, you have a story with you? I said, yeah, I used to write stories when I was a kid. Can you send one to me? I said, why not? And in 2 months we published the story and then they launched the anthology of this. And it did well. Amazon, on the first week it was the hot new release and was in the bestseller list as well. So I would end my note on this thought. So I would say live practical. Follow your dreams is okay, but follow your dreams if you're damn good at it. You can do it on the side as well. So what I have learned is you should have a job as well. You should at least cater to your parents as well. And on the sides, you can follow your dreams, but they should be paying you enough as well. Okay, that would be it. Thanks a lot.